Hello, 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 hello. Thank you for watching and listening. I will be recording with an earpiece because there's a lot of traffic today outside, and I really wanted you to hear the beautiful pond that we have back here, but there's just too much background noise, and I don't want you to be like, huh? What is she saying? Okay. So, I have officially lost count of the number of random videos I have done with this new series where I just talk um, about something, anything, whatever comes to me, divinely inspired, intuition. If you have watched my most recent video, I shared that I have moved to Florida and I am serving at an Ayurvedic and yoga retreat center. So I am doing mindless service, which is called seva. And I believe this tomorrow will mark the 2 week period. And it's really gone by really fast. It's amazing. It's amazing to be here. It's so amazing. I'm so grateful and wow. Yeah, so I will be sharing a lot of stuff. Experiences and things to do with healing and things like that. But today, I want to talk about something I experienced a few days ago. It was probably 2 days ago. There are these two cats that I have noticed that kind of walk around the area, literally right here in our area, the parking lot of our retreat center, and they cross the street and go back over to the other house. And I love animals, absolutely love animals, and I'm very connected to cats. So I've been bonding with these two cats, trying to bond and gain their trust. And the other day, I was going to throw out some brownies, this amazing gluten-free organic brownie cake thing that this one woman down the street made for us. And I thought, wow, I want to give some to the cats. You know, I want to leave them a present. So I put a little bit, on the other side of the road at the gate, and just kind of left that energy there, like letting them know I've been here and I'm leaving you a gift. And then I walked away. They weren't out there, but I don't know. I had the intuition to just kind of leave a message as I was putting the brownie down. Well, later in the day, I was outside on the phone, walking around in the parking lot, and I think I squatted on the ground right by the road, and next thing you know, one of the cats came out, and she started walking towards me. It was a white cat with tabby. It was like a tabby and a white cat had made love and made this beautiful feline. So long story short, she comes over and she's just rolling around on the ground at my feet and just wanting to share her love with me. And I was so excited. I was like so ecstatic. I was like, oh my God, yes, this is it. This is it. You know, we're having our moment. So I'm petting her and just telling her how beautiful she is. And she's rolling around on the ground. And then she gets up and walks to the side, like to the side of me, but back. Back behind me. And another cat came out and did the same thing, looked at me and came across the road and laid across my feet and rolled around and wanted to be pet. So I got up to look for some more brownie scraps because I had left them another little pile somewhere on our side and they didn't notice it. So as I went to go look for this pile, shortly after that, I heard a loud thump sound. And I was so confused, and I turn around and I see a Jeep driving down the road. And in my head, I'm trying to process everything fast. And I'm like, there was nothing in the road. I didn't have a box in the road. Nothing was in the road. What in the world was that sound? What did he run over? And next thing you know, I see one of my cat friends flying out the back from under his tires. So I freak out. I mean, I'm still on the phone at this point, so I'm screaming, "Oh my God!" You know, I even say, "What the fuck?" I'm in shock, and I'm yelling for this man to stop. And so I'm witnessing this cat got run over, and I see her in pain on the ground. At this point, she's severely injured, and there's blood gushing out of her, and I'm hurting. I'm hurting because I see her hurting, and she's in pain. She was in pain. And the only thing I could think of at that moment was, how do I help her? She's in pain. How do I alleviate this pain? How do I help put her at peace? And I'm shaking, I'm freaking out, but I get down on the ground by her body. And I mean, she's still moving around, like squirming around, and there's still blood coming out of her, squirting out. And I place my left hand on her body, and I begin to silently guide her and tell her to be in peace and not to be in pain, and that I'm sorry and that I love her. And the man who had ran over her, he was very remorseful, and he was saying how he loves cats, and she came running out of nowhere, and he's so sorry, and he started praying and asking for forgiveness. So we both had our hands on her, praying for her, and I just was telling her it's okay not to be in pain, to be at peace. Please be in peace and be with the light. And she slowly stopped moving. She just stopped moving, and it was intense to have an experience where I'm right there with a being, a vessel that is alive, and then watch life force leave the vessel. That's pretty trippy. That was my first experience, and to have my hand on this vessel as the life force leaves, it was pretty intense. If you don't know me, I don't know why I always say this. If you don't know me personally, I am very connected to nature and do my best to pay attention to the messages that Mother Nature sends me. You know, the universe is always talking in many, many, many ways. And nature is one way that the universe loves to speak to me. Creatures come to me all the time, and I am always given messages, and I'm grateful for them. So after this situation, this experience, I was in shock. I was very sad, and I had to review my feelings. I was wondering if I felt a little guilty, because I was the one at the side of the road, you know, playing with her. One moment I'm playing with her and sharing my love with her, and she's sharing her love with me, and then the next moment she's gone. Well, at least from the vessel cat form. But life never ends. Truly never ends. And when I stood up, after I could tell life had left her body, I stood up, and when I stood up and just stared across the street, I saw this beautiful butterfly fly away. And that gave me comfort and hope, even though I was still very sad and in shock, because I have never seen anything die. I had comfort, because truly the force left from that vessel and just continued into something else. Everything is in constant motion. Energy cannot be destroyed. So when we leave our vessel, when anything leaves its vessel, it just goes on into another form. Life is always, always continuing. So I meditated on this event, watching this cat pass away from this life, and why was I there, and what were the lessons for me, what were the messages. And there were quite a few messages, a lot. There were some that were very personal and some that are more universal that I would like to share with you. And I like to say this a lot, that experience is what truly teaches you. And the amazing thing about living, the amazing thing about the universe is that each lesson, each universal truth, there is always a way to go deeper and yet deeper and deeper into that truth, to understand it even more. And the universe has an amazing way of giving us those opportunities to understand a truth from different perspectives. There are so many different paths and facets to one truth. And as you continue to have different experiences, you get to see the different facets of this truth, one truth, but there's so many ways to come to experience it and therefore have the understanding and the knowing of that truth. There's a difference between thinking you know and actually knowing, and experience will give you that. So with that said, with this experience, the one main thing that I would like to share is that everything is truly divine. Everything. Every single thing. Everything. And everyone. When you start to recognize and see the divine within yourself, and see the divine in others, and see the divine in every situation, it becomes, then you can shift your perspective and see that everything is truly magical and everything is playing out, and is orchestrated by the universe to help you and to help your journey and your soul's evolution. Everything. I want you to meditate on that for a minute, because I already know you're going to say, what? How can that be? This happened to me the other day and it was horrible. So-and-so passed away and that's horrible. What about world hunger? What about this? What about that? Instead of letting your brain run on with questions, silence your mind and meditate on this. And try an exercise. For one whole day, whoever crosses your path, whoever you speak with, whoever you look at, whatever happens, take that time to look into that person, look at the situation, and even say to yourself silently, this is divine. I see the divine within you. You can say it out loud if you want to, or you can say it silently, but recognize the divine. Our life force, it's one and the same energy, and we are taking many different forms. So divine is within all of us. Within all of us. And every single situation playing out is also divine. Hold on. Our cook here at the retreat just came out and walked by. He's feeling shy. I told him to come say hi. So anyways, you sure you don't want to say hi? Nope. Okay. He's busy getting lunch ready. So that is the message I want to leave with you today. That everything is divine. Everything. Everything, even the uncomfortable situations, the sad situations, the situations that make you angry, the happy ones. It's so easy to see how pleasant situations are divine because they feel good. They make you feel good. But even the things that make you feel uncomfortable are divine. Your brain just doesn't want to register it that way because it's uncomfortable. It brings up emotions. It brings up anger. It brings up jealousy. It brings up sadness. Oh boy, loneliness. Who knows, right? Pain. Bottom line, it brings up pain. And humans love to run away from pain. And ego wants you to be afraid and just to run away and not face it. But when you truly face these emotions, so you can dive deep into yourself, you will know. You will find the answers you need. You will know why you feel these emotions. You will get to the root of the situation, the root of the emotion. The emotions are there to let you know that something is there that needs to be addressed. When you feeling, our feelings, it's our internal system, like antennas. So instead of running away from your feelings, address them. Don't avoid them. You avoid them, you're just going to continue to repress them, and things will just get worse. That's a whole different video. This video is about recognizing the divine within everything. Even this sad situation where I saw a cat run over and die. I was traumatized all day, but I meditated on it, and then I went to kirtan at a temple, and the whole time in meditation was crying, but it was like releasing sadness, but also bidding her spirit, her force, just releasing that and knowing that she's moving on to get another life, another lesson, another form, and she's with the light. And I was thanking her. I was grateful that she chose to spend her last few moments with me before she passed from this life to go to the next. That is amazing, to be chosen to spend the last few moments with. And I had the opportunity to sit there with her and comfort her as she passed and went to the light. That was beautiful, and I was grateful for that, and I was grateful for all the lessons, because she did bring forth some other lessons for me to review internally. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this new scenery. Maybe I'll start doing videos out here. With that said, have a beautiful day, a beautiful night, wherever you are in the world. May the light continue to guide you, now and always. Namaste.